the urgency of now, overcoming procrastination. Whatever it is, do it now. Procrastination is the silent killer of dreams. It whispers in your ear, telling you that tomorrow is a better day to start, that you need to learn more, prepare more, wait until you feel ready. But the truth is, tomorrow is a lie. Readiness is an illusion. The only time you have is now. Think about all the moments you have lost to hesitation. The times you told yourself you would start later, only to find later never came. Every second you delay is another opportunity slipping through your fingers. If you truly want success, real, lasting wealth, you have to claim it with action. Not someday, not when it's convenient, but now. Procrastination isn't just harmless delay, it's self-sabotage. It's the unconscious choice to stay stagnant while the world moves forward. The people you admire, they didn't wait until they felt ready. They didn't let fear dictate their actions. They acted despite their doubts, despite their fears. And that is what separates those who succeed from those who simply dream. The psychology of procrastination. Procrastination is deeply rooted in our psychology. It's not just about laziness, it's about fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of success. The mind clings to comfort, to routine, to the known. Stepping into something new means uncertainty, and uncertainty triggers resistance. But wealth, growth, and freedom exist outside the comfort zone. Think about the stories you tell yourself. I'll do it tomorrow. I need more time to prepare. I need to be in the right mindset. These are not truths, they are excuses. Your mind is protecting you from discomfort, but in doing so, it is holding you back from everything you could become. The only way to break free is to act before you feel ready, to acknowledge the fear and move forward anyway, to understand that wealth is not built in a single moment of inspiration, but in the thousands of small, consistent actions taken every day. The emotional cost of procrastination. Every time you put something off, you are making a trade. You are trading your future freedom for temporary comfort. You are choosing stagnation over progress. And deep down, you feel it. The guilt, the regret, the nagging thought at the back of your mind reminding you that you are meant for more. Imagine waking up a year from now, realizing you are in the exact same place, the same struggles, the same limitations, the same unfulfilled potential. Now imagine waking up a year from now, having taken action, having built something, having created momentum. The difference between those two realities is not luck, it is not talent, it is not intelligence, it is action, and action starts now. The wealth equation, action over perfection. Building wealth is not complicated. It is not reserved for the lucky or the gifted. It is simply a game of consistent, deliberate action. The millionaires and billionaires of the world are not necessarily the smartest people. They are the people who took the most action. They understood that execution beats perfection every time. Every great success story begins with someone who was willing to act before they felt ready, who understood that mistakes are not failures, they are stepping stones, who realized that the cost of inaction is far greater than the cost of failure. If you want to build wealth, you must adopt the mindset of the successful. They do not wait, they do not hesitate, they see opportunity and they take it. They understand that the perfect moment never comes, so they create it. Creating systems to overcome procrastination. Success is not about motivation, it is about discipline. Motivation is fleeting. Some days you will feel inspired. Some days you won't. But the truly successful do not rely on feelings. They rely on systems. Set clear goals. Define exactly what you want and why you want it. Clarity eliminates hesitation. Create accountability. Surround yourself with people who will push you forward, not enable your excuses. Eliminate distractions. Design your environment for success. Remove temptations. Simplify your focus. Break it down. Overwhelm leads to paralysis. Take small, manageable steps forward every day. Take immediate action. The moment you think of something you need to do, start, even if it's a small step. The choice is yours. At the end of the day, it all comes down to a choice. Do you choose comfort, or do you choose greatness? Do you let another day slip by, or do you take control of your future? Wealth is built by those who refuse to wait. Success belongs to those who take action despite the fear, despite the doubt, despite the resistance. So what will it be? Another day lost to hesitation, or the first day of the rest of your life? The choice is yours. But whatever it is, do it now. Carter sat at his desk, staring at the blinking cursor on his laptop screen. The half-written business plan he had started weeks ago remained untouched. His fingers hovered over the keyboard, but no words came. Instead, his mind was a battlefield of doubts, excuses, and fears. Maybe tomorrow, he muttered to himself, shutting the laptop with a sigh. Tomorrow. The word had become his refuge, a safe haven where dreams stayed intact because they were never tested. Tomorrow, he would feel more prepared. Tomorrow, he would have the perfect plan. Tomorrow, he would be ready. But tomorrow was a lie. Days bled into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Carter found himself in the same cycle, watching others succeed while he stood still. He scrolled through social media, seeing people his age launching businesses, achieving milestones, living the life he had only dreamed of. A bitter jealousy twisted in his chest, but deep down, he knew the truth. It wasn't luck or talent that set them apart. It was action. And action was the one thing he kept postponing. One night, unable to sleep, he found himself staring at the ceiling, an unbearable weight pressing down on him. It wasn't just the disappointment in himself. It was the realization of what he was losing. Every moment he delayed, he was trading his future success for temporary comfort. He was sabotaging his own potential. A memory surfaced in his mind, his grandfather's voice, strong and unwavering. Regret is heavier than failure, Carter. Fail 100 times, but don't you dare live your life regretting the chances you never took. Carter sat up, heart pounding. He reached for his laptop, hands trembling, not with fear, but with resolve. He forced himself to open the document. The cursor blinked at him, daring him to start. And for the first time, he did. He typed one sentence, then another. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. It was movement. It was action. Days passed, and he kept at it. The doubts didn't vanish, but he learned to push through them. He set clear goals, held himself accountable, and built systems that kept him disciplined even when motivation faded. He followed a structured approach. Setting clear goals. Carter wrote down exactly what he wanted to achieve, breaking them into short-term and long-term objectives. Creating daily habits. He scheduled his days meticulously, dedicating specific hours to working on his business without distraction. Building a support network, he connected with mentors and like-minded entrepreneurs who pushed him to stay consistent. Investing in knowledge. Carter consumed books, podcasts, and courses to refine his skills in business, finance, and marketing. Taking immediate action. Whenever he had an idea, he executed on it quickly, rather than overanalyzing. Embracing failure. Instead of fearing mistakes, he learned from them and adjusted his approach. Scaling smartly. As his income grew, he reinvested in his business, outsourced tasks, and expanded into multiple revenue streams. With discipline and persistence, Carter expanded his efforts. He started an online business, leveraging digital marketing and automation to create passive income streams. He reinvested his profits, studying the markets and making smart investments. He surrounded himself with successful mentors, learning everything he could about wealth building. A year later, Carter stood in the office of his own multi-million-dollar company, the very business he had once been too afraid to begin. He looked around at the team he had built, the investments he had made, and the financial freedom he had created. The fear hadn't left him. The doubt still whispered, but they no longer controlled him. Because Carter had learned the truth. Success doesn't wait for readiness. It belongs to those who act, despite the fear, despite the doubt. And that night, when he had chosen action over hesitation, had been the first day of the rest of his life, a life of abundance, wealth, and freedom. Kim sat in her tiny apartment, staring at a pile of unfinished projects, unopened books, and half-written plans. She had always dreamed of making a difference, of building something meaningful. Yet she found herself trapped in an endless cycle of hesitation. She kept telling herself she would start tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. "Maybe when I feel ready," she whispered, hugging her knees to her chest. But readiness was an illusion, and deep down, she knew it. Months passed, and Kim remained stuck. She watched her peers launch businesses, achieve success, and grow into the people they were meant to be. She wanted that for herself, but the weight of self-doubt and procrastination kept her frozen. The fear of failure was louder than the call to action. One evening, exhausted from her own excuses, Kim found herself scrolling through motivational videos. One phrase stood out: "Regret is heavier than failure." The words struck a chord deep within her. She thought about all the dreams she had postponed, all the potential she had wasted, and in that moment, something shifted. Kim grabbed a notebook and wrote down a single sentence: "No more waiting." She forced herself to take action, even if it was small. She started by setting clear goals, breaking down her dreams. She listed out her ambitions and broke them into small, achievable steps. Building habits. She created a daily schedule that prioritized productivity over procrastination. Finding accountability. She joined a community of ambitious people who held her accountable. Investing in learning. She took courses, read books, and learned from those who had already succeeded. Taking imperfect action. She committed to taking action before she felt ready, knowing that progress mattered more than perfection. Overcoming fear. She accepted that failure was part of growth and refused to let it define her. Kim's small steps turned into massive momentum. She launched her business, a coaching program dedicated to helping others overcome procrastination. She shared her journey, connected with people who struggled like she once had, and guided them towards success. With each person she helped, her confidence grew. She reinvested her earnings into expanding her platform, developing online courses, and reaching thousands of people worldwide. A year later, Kim stood on the stage at a conference, looking out at a crowd of people who had been transformed by her teachings. She had not only overcome her own struggles, but had turned them into a mission. The fear was still there, the doubt still whispered, but they no longer controlled her. Because Kim had learned the truth. Success doesn't wait for readiness. It belongs to those who act, despite the fear, despite the doubt. And that night, when she had chosen action over hesitation, had been the first day of the rest of her life, a life of purpose, impact, and freedom. If you liked this video, leave a comment down below and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and we will see you on the next one. Stay golden, my friend, because life is good and gets better every day.